Good morning. How are you? Good morning, everybody. Just here for a quick live. Happy Sunday. Before I go to church, because we start at 11. So let me do a quick live stream. Good morning. Share this live stream. How are you? Good morning. Oh, we're almost 200. I'll start. I didn't think people would even join on a Sunday. This is a song by Francis Kadoki. I'll be sharing it. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're fine. It's good to see you this morning. We are 200 people. That's enough number. I'm just here to talk briefly about the happenings in Zambia. Basically, for some of you who have never followed me on YouTube, I have a platform called Lily Mutam's TV, where I speak about issues. I've been speaking about real life issues for a long time, especially in the political arena space, and that's how I became popular on social media. It's through political things. And usually when I'm just doing a brief introduction, usually when I start speaking about things, it's usually when something happens. I remember when I started speaking about the former government, the Patriotic Front, it was when Siawan did a video where, he was talking about, powers and things like that. And then I just accidentally started. And even this morning, and plus the days that I've been speaking, it so happened because of the death of Dr. Edgar Chagwa. And I was shocked, to be honest. I'm still shocked that he's normal, because I never knew he was ill. I've never heard that he was ill, so that's the reason why I was shocked. Let me know if you can hear me, everybody, because I can see looks like the network is buffering. Okay, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me clearly, and then I can start. The word of God tells us in Exodus 15 verse 26. We start at 11 church. That was my first introduction. This is 9 o'clock in the UK. Exodus 15 verse 26. For I am the Lord who heals you. Okay. As a land, as a nation of Zambia, we need healing because of a lot of things that are going on. It's not until I started talking about the demise of Dr. Edgar Chagwa and the happenings that I realized how Zambia has become a very dangerous place to stay. I didn't know. Honestly, I just come to Zambia, do my thing, go to church, and I come back to the United Kingdom. I'm not involved in politics. I didn't even care about politics because I've just seen it as a dirty game, But when I've been going through, the matters and the issues that are going on, I didn't realize that that's how bad it was, okay? I didn't know that so many Zambians have traveled abroad because they're working in civil service, and because they've been asked to do certain things and they don't want to do it, they have now sought asylum in foreign countries. I didn't know it's that bad. When I see Chilifa Tayali abroad, I thought, oh, maybe because it's too much of what she was doing. But then I now understand that it's because the current government is using their state machinery as much as possible to silence people. The case of Waimi, up to today, nobody's talking about it. They're trying to obviously cook up a story because you cannot step into the ground of Zimbabwe and pick up somebody without the permission of their government, using police officers. And as if that's not enough, we've faced a lot of issues, even with regards to the demise of Dr. Edgar Chagwa, who was denied medical, who was put out of a plane. I didn't know all that. And now I ask myself questions. How can people be this petty and selfish because they want to be the only government in power? And what the UPND do not realize is the silence of the people is what will remove them from power. By silencing people, by not allowing them to speak on social media platforms, you are now giving people the green light that they made a mistake. Yesterday, I've seen videos of about 5 guys who have passed on in Mufumbwe. I believe it's a part of Solwezi where they went to go and mine. And it's sad that they've lost their lives and we have not heard any statement. Now, what annoys me is when I see a zombie coming to my page. I'm advocating for answers as to why these young men have been killed. And you come and tell me, but a police officer was done this and this by the same people. Now, I've shared videos of President Hakainde Hichilema speaking about how when we from government, young people are going to be given licenses, when in fact they haven't given any young people licenses. In fact, we have somebody who's very close to the president, whom even Siawan has mentioned before, very, very close, that his father is into illegal mining and the government is aware. Why are they beneficiaries? So we have some young people trying to feed themselves because there's no opportunities. All they want is just to dig a little mine, gold, okay, to feed their families. Is gunning them down the only solution? You have enough bloods on your hands by UPND. You would campaign, talk about how the Patriotic Front, Lawrence, this, that, you mention all these people. But you're doing the same. And actually you're doing worse. Because I don't think the Patriotic Front would ever go and stop anyone trying to mine. There's hunger in Zambia. People are really, really struggling. Okay, people are struggling. Now, my concern is the UPND government is covering up a lot of things that are going on by not allowing people to speak, okay? And if anybody speaks, they're being followed at their homes. Matthew, shut up. You cannot come to my page and tell me that I'm not a politician, I'm a Zambian citizen. So I can speak about what's happening to Zambia. Waimi is missing, okay? Where is Waimi? I'm not saying that Waimi should be free for what he has done, but even if he's a criminal, he has every right. Milimo, by your last name, we know, okay? Stop coming here to anger me. By your last name, we know you're Zambianized and you support anything. If you think Zambians are stupid and foolish, and if you think Zambians will vote the UPND next year, not even rigging will help you. Okay? I've spoken to people, I didn't know. I've spoken to people who have run away from Zambia, seeking asylum in different countries across the world. I am shocked. You know what the agenda has been? To de-license the Patriotic Front. And that is why you can see Madam Speaker come on the podium and say, your party is disorganized. That's the picture they want to paint about the Patriotic Front. Where is democracy? They take pictures, post, they protest, they pay pages to say, look at them. They are making a fool out of themselves. They are disorganized. Well, UPND, you are the most disorganized party. And certainly the most disorganized government. Because you don't even know what you're doing. You don't even know what you're doing. We told you from the beginning, speak to the family of Dr. Edgar Chagwa. And what did you do? You decided to use power, authority, And all these things that they are doing, it's not about the Zambian people. It's all about feeding the ego of Hakainde Hichilema. Because he's in power. You can't tell me the Attorney General will just turn up and say, I'm suing the South African government. Like, seriously? You are suing the South African government over the remains of ECL. As who? As far as we are aware, ECL, according to the Constitution, was no longer on state benefits. He was not receiving anything. And you refused him twice from traveling to South Africa for medicals. How come suddenly you care now? Even if you type HH for life in your house, my dear. As far as I'm aware, Hakainde Hichilema is going in 2026. I received a phone call. Oh, do you know you're in line to be given a position? If you really wanted to give me a position, you should have given me a position in 2021, not in 2025, 9 months before elections. I'm not desperate for a job. Thank you. So many people have called me. Do you know they use state machinery? State machinery, they can do this. So for somebody speaking up about the issues that are going on, you are now trying to use threats. I stood for President Hakainde Hichilema before he was president. No PF member threatened me with violence. No PF member threatened me with deportation from Zambia. No PF member threatened me with arrest. But with the UPND, they are so drunk with power that they feel they can treat Zambian citizens anyhow. Forgetting that it's the Zambian people who've given them the opportunity to be where they are. I said it from the beginning. Mutale, even if you say, you will look for me and say I was right. I'm talking about even people in the inside. HH cannot win the election next year. That's the reason why he's pushing the agenda of Bill 7. Because that's what they can use to help them. And thank God for the Concord that said Bill 7 is not, according to the Constitution, you did not speak to the people, consult with the people. But President Hakainde Hichilema said he has consulted. When in actual fact, right now, if it was in a real democracy, he should be impeached. But because, you know, too many minions here and there, so he'll get away with it. Regardless of what you say and how you try to silence people, I can guarantee you, in memory of Dr. Edgar Chagwa, people will vote. The whole agenda of trying to deregister the Patriotic Front, I'm aware of that. Nobody from PF called me. The people from the inside government, are sharing these things. That's the reason why you are seeing them trying to place cases on the Patriotic Front. They want them to have cases and point them as thieves. But are you aware that so many UPND are benefiting from illegal mining? Yeah. Young lives have been lost. No statement from anywhere. And people want to justify that they were told they shouldn't go in that area. Fine by me. But I can guarantee you, in this life, we have seen powerful people. Powerful, who are no longer presidents. Powerful, who are no longer in leadership. So think again when you mistreat people. I can guarantee you many UPND members, President Hakainde Hichilema, they will run away from Zambia. You'll be on your own. They don't love you. And certainly, they love what they are receiving in their pocket. A fat salary and whatever benefits. So ECL is laying in a mortuary for a month now. Thanks to President Hakainde Hichilema, who pretended as if he doesn't care about ECL and is using the Attorney General and also Ndebe to make sure that they can bring the body, because according to them, HH must see the body. I don't know what that is all about. We've just seen the former vice president die in South Africa. And according to the South African news, the family is going to announce the program. So you're dealing with a country that prioritizes families. Makebi Zulu has been labeled as a lawyer who is making money from the Lungu family. Why? Because that's the agenda they want to sell. If somebody is a loyal member and they die, and we are part of the same party, I wouldn't charge them any fees. The case of Faith Musonda. How did she turn up at State House? There's so much I know. Oh, State House, Community House. There's so much I know. And I can tell you, the NGOCC needs to stand up for this young lady. She's been framed from the beginning. From the very beginning, she's been innocent. What is happening is state machinery on her, where the money that they found with her was for campaigns and all those things given by organizations. And they collected every penny. Why wasn't she arrested? Because every penny was collected. That's why she's been free. You wondered why? So now she's been given a case of, is it espionage or espionage case? Trespassing on a private, is it on a property of the government? I don't know whether it's government or it's what. Because all I know is Community House is a private residence. And people will laugh at her, mock her, because that's what the UPND thrive on, propaganda. And that's the reason why you see they'll bring their minions on social media. Yes, comedians who think by talking about my body will offend me so much that I will not speak. I will speak. Even if you talk about whatever you want to talk, I don't care. I stand for the Zambian people. Now, the MPs the other day walked out of Parliament. The videos are there. I'm speaking from what I've watched. I don't receive phone calls from anybody. I just speak as I watch. Okay. They walked out because Madam Speaker made a statement saying, your party is disorganized. We don't know who your president is. Go and sort yourselves. Now, the Patriotic Front have presented Mao Sampa as their leader, okay? And the UPND have presented Chabinga, who is a UPND puppet. The other day, we saw a video of him being received by UPND cadres at Parliament. Since when did we have such mediocrity in our country, where we see UPND cadres in regalia at Parliament? And you think the Zambian people are watching you, and they are clapping for you, and they will vote for you. I cried for you in many videos. I tried to speak to you in a more patient manner. But you thought by insulting me and accusing me of dating Dr. Edgar Chagwa will silence me. I've never met him before. Certainly, I've never even had a cup of tea with him before. And I look up to him as my father because his daughter is younger than me. Same age group, brackish is, I'm 40. He could literally be my dad. All these things that you're using, trying to paint even the ECL family to the media as if they are, words that they are using like stubborn, they're using all those words against them. It's like they are trying to make these things look like that's how they are, and yet that's not how they are. Okay? That's how the UPND have run this country called Zambia. In the 4 years, I can tell you, many Zambians have flown different parts of the world seeking asylum. Michelo, by your name we know, okay? You will not stop me from speaking. I spoke for Hakainde Hichilema in 2020 and 2021. You cannot stop me from speaking for any Zambian that needs my voice. Edith Nawakwi died this year. GBM was in hospital. Dr. Edgar Chagwa was denied to travel, okay? Milimo, it's you who's a noisemaker. Get out of here. Useless. Okay? So, even if you say life, that's your own wahala. You have your own democratic opinion. It's okay. But I stand with the majority of Zambians who are inboxing me daily complaining. I never knew about these things. And if you ask me what is plan B is this man, the light that has opened the eyes of Zambians through his death. And I can guarantee you Zambians will vote for anyone on the ballot box. This is the main government that we have seen kidnap at a high rampage. So the question is, who was gassing Zambians? Because when you were in opposition, you said you were going to find the Ellery, please quiet, I'm on a live stream. Okay, go to report to the police. I don't care, Michelo, get out of here. Okay? Life is, I cry for you, mom. Like you always say, life is spiritual. One day you will test your words. Chinyani, it is you who will test those words. Okay? My heart is pure and clean. And there's no way anybody can use threats against my life, against me, because I'm speaking. It never happened during the Patriotic Front. So it tells me that the UPND government is not good for the Zambian people. They don't mean well, and they don't care about the Zambian people welfare. That's the reason why we are seeing young people are going to look for food. They are being killed. Young people are doing anything. Ellery, come and close this door for me. Yeah, kuya bebe. So, you cannot come to my page and start disrespecting me and you think, oh yeah, let's now bring an elephant picture and say this is how she looks. That's what the UPND is known for, is to disrespect women. Because the Freemasons don't work with women. Period. Now you understand why Madam Edith Nawakwi was never loved. If you are a strong voice, they don't like you. If anyone is in prison right now in the UK and is sick, diaper is your mother, not me. Even if you speak, my dear, I can tell you this. My voice is very important to the Zambian people and Zambian matters. That's why their pages are posting rubbish about me, posting a picture of elephant and say this is how I look. I don't care. At least it's hitting there. We will bury Edgar Chagwa in South Africa. Nobody will have access to the body. According to the South African hospital, 3 doctors appeared in South Africa from Zambia. They claimed they were from Zambia. One of them looked like a witch doctor. Who was gassing? Ask your father. I don't know. Okay? One of the doctors looked like a witch doctor. And they said they just want to see the body. And they said, look, we have a court order here. If you come with Tasila, Chieso, this Lungu, Esther Lungu, no problem. You will have access to the body. So, is a South African hospital lying? What is the fuss about the body? Yesterday, we had the trade fair opening for the first time in many years, over 60 years. The president was not there to officially open the ceremony, official opening ceremony of the trade fair. Why? Because the priority here is the body. And you must be angry as a Zambian citizen because they have to fight for the body in the South African courts using South African lawyers. Because Makebi Zulu cannot even stand there, obviously, because he's not licensed to practice in South Africa. So, who are they going to use? Who are they going to use? Lawyers in South Africa. And how much are they going to pay? Whose taxpayer money are they? And you know what UPND members do? Especially from one region? They want to find you to say something and say, you are a tribalist. Certainly I'm not a tribalist. You are the tribalist. Because I've not spoken about tribe here. My video is here. My people. Have I spoken about tribe? No. You want to pin me with tribal so that tomorrow you should say I'm a tribalist? I've never said anything. 2026, Kuya Bebele. Oh, you want me to talk about tribe? Okay. Who is the inspector of police? Where is he from? Who is the minister of foreign affairs? Where is he from? Who is the president's State House spokesperson? Where is he from? That's why they kicked out Anthony Boy. Okay, who is the head of council in Zambia? Where are they from? That's why the UPND agenda has even worked so hard to even do a fake statistics and lie that the certain tribe is the second largest tribe in Zambia. How? 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 Because that's the agenda. I said it from the beginning. You know how I knew that UPND will fail? Because when I was an aspiring candidate, I've never met HH. Have you ever seen me take a picture with him? No. So I knew he had his own agenda. Many times I requested for aspiring candidates to go and meet him even at his house. They said, no, you can't meet the president. I think I greeted him on the sideline at a graveyard when we were burying one of the guys that passed on. That's not meeting him. I've never taken a picture with him. I've never been to community house. I didn't care about all those things because all I wanted is for change. Now, the same voice we used in 2021 is the same voice we use in 2026. You see, one thing about you people, you think, oh, this lady, she's just come today. I have reserved my energy for 4 years. Gathered my data, my facts. I speak to people from the church, from the streets. And right now, we have 90% of UPND leaders resign. And some of them resigned immediately after Dr. Edgar Chagwa died. Because you know what's going to happen next year if UPND don't win with this death of this man? That's why I said many UPND members will run. If you've reserved any money, start looking for visa. I know the best place you can even go to South Africa, you don't need a visa. But that's how it will be. The Human Rights Special Rapporteur, okay, Human Rights Commission Special Rapporteur, Irene Khan, was in Zambia and made a report against those human rights that the UPND government are doing against Zambian people. Now, I've lived in the diaspora for many years. And I've seen Zambians trying to seek asylum. And the UK government, even when they're trying to decide your case, they say, okay, how can we help you? They will tell you straight on, Zambia is safe. So when that report came out, you as a Zambian should be upset. Don't come here and say, oh, it's a lie. Like what that media guy was talking. The UN Special Rapporteur was drunk. How can you, Chagwa of yesterday, because UPND is in power, you think you can joke around with the UN? I hope you make those statements when UPND is no longer in power. It's the voice of the people that will speak. The treatment against Dr. Edgar Chagwa widow is inhumane. You can't take a widow who is about to bury her husband to a court and put an injunction. And then the same government that took ECL's family to court were now asking for let's mediate outside court. Makebe Zulu said no. How do you mediate with people who cannot be trusted? Okay? So when somebody calls me and say, oh, do you know they're going to give you an appointment? It's just a few days. They're going to give you. I can't trust you. Because you wait for me to come to Zambia. According to the UPND chats about me, you want to trap me for an arrest. So certainly no appointment can give me these bubbles and sugar rush and say I'm going to Zambia. When I started speaking, I knew I'm not coming to Zambia. That's the reason why I started speaking. And I didn't know that more than 100 civil servants have run away from Zambia and are seeking asylum now in different countries. I didn't know. Some are in America. One man was even told by Kakanda Ministries, run. Bazakupai. So you think when we're coming here to talk, we just talk because we want to talk. We are talking because we have seen how people are being mistreated. You don't know because you are silent, my people. Continue being silent, okay? Don't speak. But keep it in your heart that you are not voting for UPND next year. We are going to teach UPND a lesson to respect its citizens. We taught PF a lesson. And you know, according to the inside, there's no way UPND will win an election. Forget about these praise singers who are talking on Facebook here. It can't happen. It can't. I'm talking about 4 people who have run away. They were working as civil servants. Said it's impossible. That's why they used that Isaac Mwanza, to do a petition. That's not Isaac Mwanza. That's coming from the top. Because with HH, everything is about winning. That's why even on the body of Edgar Chagwa, he wants to win. You can't treat somebody as bad as you did, not allowing him for medical twice. Okay? And on top of that, you are refusing to even go and reconcile with the family. And then you want to step in and sue the South African government. For what? Who sues a government that has kept somebody in their hospital and have ensured that he has a decent life in South Africa for the past 6 months? ECL had to leave Zambia during the time of the UN Special Rapporteur visit because the UPND government were never allowing him to travel. How's load shedding going on now? We saw the other day, the president was launching some solar panels somewhere. Those are projects that ECL initiated long ago. What have you done except always pointing at the mistakes of the Patriotic Front? Okay, you've given teachers jobs. I was asking a teacher the other day. I said, okay, what's the ratio, teacher to pupil? The person said 1 teacher to 180 to 200 students. So where is the Kwenyu here? People are being given jobs. The question is, are they being paid? Many people are working as volunteers. The question is, are they being recruited for the purpose of recruitment and showing statistics that they've recruited 30,000 teachers? But the question is, are they really recruited and are they getting a salary? Okay? Regardless of what, or somebody says, that's Michelo, okay? Michelo is saying, Deborah, Deborah, you came even to our TikTok. I am not regretting anything. I have video evidence from 2020 when I used to speak about the Patriotic Front. None of them say those words. You want Zambians to live in fear because you are in power. You only have 9 months to vacate. And you are definitely vacating. You don't listen to prophecies from pastors, credible pastors. Wise man Daniel has said a prophecy. You never listen to it. Listen to it again. Okay? Like some are saying, no, Lilian, you're even using English, nothing tribal. That's what they want to do. Like the way they've pinned that minister. And that's what they're trying to do at UPND. Now, Bino Mpundo has been suspended. Next thing, they'll say, oh, you say this, you say this. Oh, by-elections. It's a government of by-elections. Everyday by-election. Everyday by-election. Everyday by-election. If I can receive phone calls from Choma, from Bantu Watatwe, telling me, Madam, we are tired. Then you know that not even Zambezi can win you an election. Okay? Okay? So regardless of how you put it, Hakainde Hichilema is a businessman. He's not a president. He doesn't care about your welfare. That's why he will tell you about how you should be hardworking. Go and farm. We have produced more maize. Who produced more maize? Probably it's his farm and his family. His wife's family are all diplomats. Majority of them are in the diplomatic missions. You don't know because you're not there. Go and check who is the ambassador in London, in America. Where are they from? Who is being tribal here? Me or you? Certainly from your appointments, we can tell that you are being tribal, not me. And if people speak about it, oh, you are being tribal. Who is the head of ZESCO? Where are they from? Who is the head of water? Where are they from? Who's the head of the council? Where are they from? You have brought absolutely nothing but division to our country. We don't even look at these things as Zambian people. But when we see it's too much, we ask questions. Okay? Yeah, like Beng is saying, I expected the first lady to, Ellery, bring me a glass of water. Give me a glass of water. Urgently. I normally have one here, but I forgot. Okay? The most UPND members will run away. Listen to that prophecy. Okay? For wise man Daniel. About the chicken, the hen, and his people. They will run away from him, HH. He'll be on his own. And to them, they think they have won an election. They're even comfortable saying, nobody. Can you imagine what Cornelius Mwita said? Somebody has died and they're saying, Edgar Chagwa was a fearless competitor. Okay? Fearless competitor. And all these people who come here in the South, they don't even have a job. You are poor, living in a house without a ceiling. You are coming to insult somebody who's a homeowner and a landlord. I can even feed you for the rest of your life. No problem. I can put you on a salary, 2.5 every month. You get paid. The UPND affiliated pages, CIC, that rabbit page, rat page, and many of their people, give me a think, were saying on their platforms that why me was arrested. Thank you, darling. Okay. Bye. It's water, guys. We're saying on their platform that Waimi was arrested. And Chela Tukuta posted on his page that Waimi was being interrogated and he's confessing. The same people now turn around and say, no, we don't know where Waimi is. We have never seen Waimi. Milambo says, you're among people who are paid by PF. I don't even know anybody from PF. I can even print my bank statements. I am not hungry like you, Milambo Foster. Okay? And obviously, by your name, we know why you're supporting. Yeah, by your name, we know why you're supporting. I am a patriotic Zambian that hates injustice. About more than 5 young people have died in Mufumbwe. I should keep quiet because I should be a zombie like you that praises a leader that does not care about the bellies of his people. With only 9 months. And this is the first time that we have seen a cadre. Madam Zalomes is a cadre UPND member being put at the ECZ. That's a crime. That's an offense. That lady was jobless. She was at home, the farm. Okay? Now she's a ECZ chair. Doing what? What are they trying to manipulate? Why would Trump even say they're giving Zambia 60 days to respond? Or Zambia is banned from traveling to America? You are not concerned, Abi. But the time will come when you look for America. The American ambassador sat down, made a conference, and addressed the issues of this Zambian government. He never said the previous, he said this Zambian government. And stated how medications were not given according. Meaning Zambian people are being deprived of medication. You know why? Because somebody somewhere has decided to open a pharmacy and be selling medication here. That's why they tell you to go to your pharmacy and buy. Anyone who does not care about the health of people is not a good leader. Leaders should care. Go to UTH right now. Many people are sitting on the floor. And Hakainde Shilama talks about desks. Desks are not important compared to health. And even if you say desks, okay, we give it to you. What desks? How many teachers are there? 1 teacher to 100 pupils? Or people used to sit on the floor. Those things come as donations even from NGOs. It's nothing sinister. Load shedding is worse. Businesses have crumbled in this regime. How does a tailor work? How does a barber work? Even a genset cannot even work. And certainly not even having solar power will help. This is the only time we have seen a government that does not care about its people. Worse. UPND government is the worst government ever. Madam Edith Nawako, when she was ill, UPND said they're going to have a court session in her house. She tried to travel to India, she was stopped. Why? The plan is to make sure your health fails and you die. Tutwangulube, Dandy Crazy, Edith Nawakwe, Edgar Chagwa. These 4, their blood is crying. These 4, their blood is crying. Yes. You're asking me about Dandy Crazy? I wish you knew what I know. One day you will know the truth about Dandy Crazy. That's why people have labeled Dandy Crazy. That was the first narrative that idiot, that minion was posting. He was drinking. Why? So that people should assume Dandy Crazy was drinking. In that Christmas period time, there was a setup for many. That's why many have run away. Who told them? It was from the inside. That's why I will say this. Dandy Crazy's death was a plan. Yes. He was annoying certain people. He sang songs that annoyed certain people. So if you annoy a certain person, and you support ECL, you are an enemy. Ask yourself, why are Zambian musicians silent? They have been told by the inside, don't say anything. And today we've seen a very nice song by Chilawan called Igor, and I see people trying to claim, listen to the message. Do you know what Ego One is? Ego One is somebody who stays in State House, not somebody who stays in his house and will be using fuel and taxpayers' money to travel. And we'll call you Ego. Ego what? That's why the Zambian musicians, they are quiet. There are people who love Zambians, and they will genuinely tell you the truth. Guys, don't do this, just be silent. Look at the pages of UPND members, how they are mocking the death of Dr. Edgar Chagwa. And some of you will say, oh, Sia1 is posting this and this and this. Sia1 has his own grievances he's sharing because he was deported from Zambia. And Sia1 is not a voter, okay? Those other guys are spewing all these things so that you guys have an assumption that ECL was a very bad person. Because the kind of politics of UPND is dirty. They came into power using propaganda. And the propaganda they used is backfiring. The propaganda will backfire and is backfiring. Up to today, we've not had a UPND government issue a statement or say we don't want Freemasons here. No, it was just Madam Nalumango in passing that said it in Parliament. For the first time in Zambia, we have Freemasons having a meeting. And it's normal for Freemasons to meet. And the minions and the zombies were defending. Yeah. It's normal. Even in 2020, they were donating COVID masks. Did they ever post that they were having a conference? No, they never. So Faith Musonda, in my opinion, is innocent. Very innocent. And she has been labeled as this woman who is horrible because that's what the UPND thrive on. Propaganda. And during the time when we're supposed to be mourning ECL and focusing on how we can, work with the family, they are bringing in all these issues to dirten ECL. Why would anyone turn up at 1 a.m. at President Hakainde Hichilema's house? She was invited there, of course. Why would anyone turn up at my door at 1 a.m.? They want to send that narrative. UPND is not winning, Leonard. UPND is not winning. I have inside info. UPND is not winning any election next year. In fact, Lusaka is gone. Copperbelt is gone. None of their MPs will receive any vote. Trust me on this. Even rigging will not work. So why me is missing? And I am sure why me is no more. There's a young man we do TikTok lives with, okay? Blaze Zambia. As we're doing the TikTok live, a car turned up at his house with 3 people, not dressed in uniform, looking for him. And his family told them he was not around. But the question is, why is it that in this government, abductions are higher, threats are higher, dying, people are being killed are higher, and you expect the Zambian people to vote for you? My late father warned me, don't participate in the 2026 elections. These guys are desperate. I said, Uncle, I'm not interested. You see me, I'm doing vlogging about travel. I was never going to speak about politics until the death of this man. In fact, Tanasho sent me a message inbox. In fact, the death of this man, Dr. Edgar Chagwa, has opened my eyes. And to see President Hakainde Hichilema post a verse today, and I'm thinking to myself, who types those things on his page? I keep asking these questions. Okay? Leadership, especially in the death of this man, should have been demonstrated better. We had Mwali Teta coming to speak about the funeral anyhow. They had their own funeral at Belvedere Lodge. And we've never seen any of them, not even Madam Nalungmango, go to Chifwema. How can you be enemies like this? In fact, by the time 2031 reaches, all the Rhodesia, the ones who were born in Rhodesia age, they should never be anywhere near any seat. That's why we have all this confusion. Silva Masewa has been in how many political parties? She jumped from ABC. She's again enjoying. Felix Mutati was where? Most of these guys have been eating since we were babies. They were eating. Now I'm grown. I'm a mother. I'm 42. I even have children. They are still eating. In every government, they are eating. And that's why some of us were surprised when Kelvin Sampa joined the UPND and he thought they loved him. Ask some of us that kept a distance. There are people who are so desperate that they will do anything to mess your name up. That's a UPND. All these things you see about me. Oh, she has 5 children, 6 children. I don't even know how many children they've given me now. Forgetting that I was married. So a woman cannot divorce. Cannot separate from her ex. All these 5 children, 6 children, different men. It came from the UPND. It didn't come from PF. They started it. And I wrote letters of grievances to Garing Kombo, Obvious Mwali Teta, Cornelius Mwitra, and the SGs. Or both SGs were there, Katuka and the other lady, I forgot, Imenda, War Imenda. And they did nothing about it. So, when they did that to me as a fellow Zambian, as a fellow member of UPND, I knew the UPND can never help the Zambian people because they failed to help their own. That is why I took a step back and I did some audios for their group. And I told them, I said, for what I've done for this party, I'm shocked you disrespect me. And they leaked the audios and I said, UPND will be a one-term government. I said that. And now their narrative they're trying to send is, oh, I'm bitter because I was not adopted. Actually, if I was adopted and I was in parliament, I wouldn't have been the millionaire I am today. It actually brought me blessings. Those eggs I was doing, I received opportunities and God opened doors in my life. I met even more people. My eyes opened to other business ventures, which I don't even talk about. Why? Because you left me out and God opened other doors. Now, does that make me bitter? No. I would rather spend time with my family than to be among people whom I don't know what somebody will put in my tea tomorrow. I cannot trust to be around them. Honestly, I don't. So, I'm better off being where I am today. So, am I bitter? No, I'm not. I'm actually better off this way. Faith Musonda found herself at the community house. I've never even stepped foot there. I don't even know how it looks like. I've never taken a picture with HH, you know that. Okay? And she's being painted because they are using the media who are paid. Faith Musonda has done this. And everybody, Faith, Faith. And you'll be laughing at Faith. This is a Christian girl, born again, who had her own TV show. They closed her TV show. They took everything about her. She told them, get whatever you want to get. They got. But still, they were coming after her. Their aim is to finish her. And I'm urging organizations to stand with Faith and let her have fair justice. And also, Makebi Zulu is her lawyer. So from the way things look like, it's like they want to disturb Makebi Zulu to come from South Africa to Zambia to come and see to her. I don't know. But he has a law firm, so his people will represent her. And Faith, my prayer is that you get justice. As a mother and as a woman, you are married, I know. It is my prayer that you receive your justice. The UPND can paint you black like they've painted Nawakwi and other women. And, you know, people have been disrespected. They don't like women. That's why they don't have many women working with them. But I'm here to say that God will vindicate you. And one day you will live to tell your story when UPND is out of power. And I can't wait to see you out one day. And we'll have a cup of tea. No one will stay in power forever. Okay? Boy, lady, tekanya nchi. It is you to tekanya. I should tekanya what? I should tekanya what? When UPND are placing cases on any person so that they should do by-election and be clapping, hey, we've won Romezi. Hey, we've won this. Hey, we won this. Hey, we won this. They'll continue quelling you. But certainly next year, they are not going to win. If they win, it's by stealing. Genuine election, yeah. They're not going to win. So please, my people, vote wisely in 2026. Since they have decided to start campaigning, because the president was speaking as he was, giving people appointments, and they were signing their oath. He was saying a lot of things. We have done this. You are appointing people. You are making them sign. You are doing campaign. So since they are campaigning, I'm also here to campaign. 2026, don't vote for UPND. If you love Zambia, if you love your life, don't vote for them. You'll be more hungry. There'll be no electricity. You'll be struggling. Look at this way. If UPND meant well, the PF left a debt of $70 million. Example. Okay, and that, I'm not sure about the figure exactly, but it's about $70 million. UPND came in power and double borrowed. They are now owing $290 million. Do you know what they are saying? You haven't seen the CDF. So the CDF is actually borrowed funds. So if they are saying they are recruiting many teachers, how are they paying those teachers if they are borrowing funds? And then how are they paying hospitals, nurses, if they are borrowing funds? Because you cannot borrow money to build a school. It's not going to bring you money. You borrow money to invest in a business. So if you're borrowing money to build schools, to put desks, where children go to school for free, because you say education is free, then you're going to leave a bigger debt. No, the PF left us, the coffers are empty. So that's why you've double borrowed to 290 million. And Madam Manalomango was proudly saying these things. And every day in Parliament, all we hear is PF this for 4 years. UPND is a definition of failed, failure, failures. And I know some of you are saying, hey, but look, go and watch Siawan's video where he said it, that they will lose in 2026. The video is there. Why do you think he said that? He has already seen it. Why do you think now he will say good things? Anyone who is being treated nicely will say good things. Even a Zambian person who is, treated nicely, you're going to the hospital, you will say good things about someone. So that's how it is. Anyway, guys, it's 10:15. I have to prepare to go to church. Francis Kapwepo is missing. The police need to tell us where he is. The MPs of PF, they are being targeted so that they lose their seats because they have so many seats in Parliament. Majority of UPND MPs, people are calling me to complain they are not doing anything. Makebi Zulu, keep up the hard work and continue standing by the family of ECL. Dr. Edgar Chagwa, your death has revealed a lot of things. And through your demise, we've learned about the issues surrounding Zambia. The young men who have been killed in Mufumbwe in northwestern province, I believe it's Solwezi. We need answers on that. Listen to the prophecy again for Wise Man Daniel. Listen to the prophecy again for Joshua Igenwa. Listen to the prophecy for Prophet Mark. They have said a lot of things. And it's up to you, Zambians, to choose wisely. We cannot be in a country where people, they are using threats if somebody is speaking. For the first time ever, Zambians cannot speak. We have people who just comment like this. They've been followed at their workplace in this UPND government. The only thing which punished by PF was colorism. But when you look at the developments, money was in circulation. Nothing of that sort has happened. Yeah, Milu, it's you who is a fool, not me. I am here expressing my views. You are calling me a fool. That's where you belong. Your camp is full of fools. Because only foolish people can identify a fool. So it is you who's a fool. So the so-called, you are bitter, you are left on the what. Who are the Freemasons, Mwangala? Mwangala Freemasons are Satanists. They worship the devil. And they are in Zambia right now, even going to schools. They even have a conference. Yeah. And they wear white gloves as well. They wear white gloves. They are Freemasons. Demonic people. You are right. UPND government is gone. Completely gone. Okay? Go to church, we pray and fast. Get off this. Oh, Irene is telling somebody. Okay. Irene is my friend. UPND is not winning 2026. I'm telling you the truth. If you want, come and arrest me. Yeah? UPND can't win an election next year. You must be crazy, Zambians, if you vote for UPND. You must be cuckoo to vote for UPND. All the things they are saying, you vote for them. Taking a widow, court in South Africa, denying Edgar Chagwa Lungu to go to South Africa for medical, drop him off the flight, and you vote for them, say, I'm voting for UPND. You must be crazy to vote for these people. Don't vote for them. You can't even go to Chifwema to see the people. Sometimes I come late. Time, Mama, tell me the topic, Nezok Church. Or the topic is about Dr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu and the family being taken to court. You fought so hard for his eligibility case. Okay? He's no longer eligible. But even in his death, he's not eligible to be buried. How wicked can you be? And you're moving up and down and saying, Kwenyu, Kwenyu. So here they want to Kwenyula that they have buried this year in Embassy Park. Whether you like it or not, Edgar Chagwa Lungu will never lie in that Embassy Park grave. We'll dig another one when we form government next year. Whoever is going to be in power. Even if it's an independent president, we'll vote. What is Chela Tukuta come and see here coming to do? It's you people that think the opposition is divided. That's what you think. And the opposition is, that's what you think. That's what you think. I will not say much. I will not say much. Why me is not alive, blood. If he was alive, would have seen him. Yeah, there are people who are so angry that they can do anything for him to die. Yeah, he's not alive. On a live stream yesterday, Chulfetayali came and he said, hey, why are you painting this country bad? And I asked him a question, Chulfetayali, where are you? You left Zambia a refugee and you want to defend the UPND government. Tayali used to speak about anything in those days in the Patriotic Front. Nobody arrested him. But in the UPND government, he's run away. Emmanuel Mwamba had to run away for his life too. People even comment on his page. You are next. You are next. And this same thing of saying you are next, it's your father, your mother who is next. None of the people you're pointing at next would be next. Kwasia. You want to kwanyula on people's lives. You are next. You are next. You are next. Now you are next. You are next. Certainly, Edgar Chagwa Lungu is not going to be buried by the UPND government. And this is a promise. Bomani bomba. Bomani bomba. So you came into government to use your power to deny Edgar Chagwa Lungu to go to the hospital. To deny Edith Nawagu to go to the hospital. To make sure they die. That's why you are bomani bomba. Bomani bomba. Isiel being denied to go to the hospital, bomani bomba. Okay? Okay, somebody saying, where did your issues with Chela Tukuta start from? Chela Tukuta, I helped him, I raised money for him to be removed from the cells, okay? And then when I joined UPND, he was the first person to call my husband and say, why has Lila and Mutambo joined UPND? It's a horrible party. I've worked with them. They're horrible. And the next thing I saw, he was being taken pictures with Garin Kombo and Wakatuka, who was the SG then, saying he's welcome to UPND. And then he was now being used to fight me. Chinyemba said, Liwole, it's your mother who is one, not me. You will not come to my page and call me names what I'm not. So Chela Tukuta now decided, was now being used because I was, campaigning in Manali. So the way UPND politics work, you see all these people coming on Facebook insulting, it comes from the higher powers. That's what they do. So you think, oh, Akambachabe, no. They have been sent, go and attack this one. Go and attack this one. And they are paid for that. Yeah, so he's paid to attack me. That's how important I am. That's how I am a voice of the voiceless. Because if I was nobody, they wouldn't attack me. They are feeling my weight. Yes. Because my voice is powerful. Okay? So he was now used to fight me. When I was in the UPND, I was, empowering people with eggs. Because at that time, it was during COVID, so people were not working. So they asked me, we want to sell some eggs. I said, okay. Then I partnered with a company, and I was ordering eggs, and I was supplying. So Chela Tukuta started fighting. Even if you buy eggs for people, you're not going to be adopted. So he started it on his page. Then he would comment on another candidate's page and say, yeah, you are the one, not that person who gives eggs. And then I was pregnant then with Daniela. And then he's the one who disclosed on media. How can she be pregnant and think she's going to stand? Nobody knew I was pregnant until I went to a meeting in Kawata. It's a Kawata Olivala at the UPND office where we went as candidates. And then one lady saw me, how are you, Lillian? I remember one of them even trying to come and touch my belly. I said, hey! Blood of Jesus, fire! You want to touch my belly? No. Okay? Next, I saw Chela posting on Facebook. She's pregnant and she wants to stand. So that's how they have been. In fact, I regret working with those people. They are not good people. Trust me, they are not good people. Within themselves, they fight. And they have no branch anywhere. Those people you see that are wearing chitkeng and they are singing, oh, UPND. There are people, they just go on 1,000, kind of thing. They don't have anyone. No branch, no structure. Everyone has scattered. So there are people who, they don't have a heart for people. Okay? It's all about their selfish desires. So that's why you see him fight. If you see him fight me, just know that it's coming from the top. The very top. Vama swakisha, munga ni imbwa. Swa! Swa! So you see, you do this, you do that, you do this. Because it's trying to make me look like what I'm saying is irrelevant. But everybody knows I stand my ground. A yes is a yes, a no is a no. A wrong is a wrong, okay? So they will try by all means to use their minions and zombies to disrespect me. Siawa knows my stance. That's why he can never say anything negative about me. Check. Why hasn't he said anything? Because he respects my opinions. That's why he will never, ever, ever say anything about me. And that's why you can see, I can't come on my page and start saying, see how you've done it. No. He respects me. I respect him. We stay in our lane and we maintain our friendship. Okay? That's why I'm telling you that next year, UPND, they will cry. They'll cry. That's why they're doing cry. We want the body. We want the body. Lying that is the Zambian people. Lie. Zambian people didn't ask for the body. It's you that wants the body. So I own the body. Okay. Yes. Moluba, I've been speaking like this. I used to speak to the Patriotic Front like this. So nobody can tell me that I cannot speak today. When my videos are there, I was talking against cadarism in Zambia. I even do a live stream. Oh, you PF, what you're doing, I don't like it. No Patriotic Front came to threaten me. So why should UPND members threaten me? Somebody said you should stop insulting. Who did I insult? Who did I insult? You liar, Kwibisa. You are a liar. Oh, by your name, we know. You are a liar. I did not insult. Liar. Everyone knows on my page I don't insult. Liar. So, that's how the whole thing started. So, when you see he's fighting me, just know, Baswaki is a imbwa. Go and bite. President HH has predecessor to former President Isiel, he was supposed to go to Chifwema residence to show his condolences to the Lungu'S relatives who were there instead of claiming the body. Yeah, how can you be claiming the body? Guys, it is even alleged that someone somewhere was given 5 million. Had to go and convince the family that to pass a body. Hey, you guys, you just know surface. It is alleged 5 million in Angena in someone's account. Go and convince the family. We bring the body. When the family found out, they said, "Get out." We're not going to work with you, guys. Anyway, let me go now. Yeah. So 2031 is Chifetayali for president. Nah, Chifetayali cannot be president. Sorry, we have so many young people who can be presidents, and certainly not Chifetayali. He messed up his political career. Yeah. By being wishy-washy. So, no. Somebody said it's about not adopting you, okay? It's not about, oh, Peter Muchindo, okay, by your name we know. It's not about adopting me. It's about me not wanting to be part of the bloodshed that you are shedding in this era. Imagine if I was part of UPND. I wonder how Pilato is feeling. Imagine being part of people who are killing people. You know, at the mines, you go and kill. Who gave them instructions to kill people? And then I should be part of it, and then I'll be silent. Because ni could and for a salary, never. No salary can satisfy me to the point that I'll see Zambian people suffer and I'll be quiet. In fact, me, if I was part of UPND, and maybe I was even given a position, I would have resigned on moral grounds. Yes, nicely. I would have just said, okay, I just want to go and check on my family in UK. I'll be back. Shoo! I hate injustice. I am still angry at how Dr. Edgar Chagwa was denied to travel twice for medical. And at the third time he traveled, he had to force till he traveled. And there's no way I can support a government like that. Not in this life. President Hakainde Chilema, you had a chance and an opportunity to show the Zambian people that you were different. But when you've come in power, you've used machinery to revenge to the Patriotic Front. And people are supporting you today because you're in power. But a time will come, Mr. President Sir, when you will not be a president in power. And the very people will leave you. You can arrest Boma Musambo, arrest the entire Patriotic Front. The Zambian people are watching and looking at your footsteps. They know that everything that is happening right now is about desperation. Today you want to claim the body of Edgar Chagwa because you know it will bring an embarrassment to your government. This is the first time ever that a former president of Zambia will be buried outside Zambia. Why? Because you put pride first before Ubuntu. I told you in many of my videos, remove your jacket of presidency and wear the jacket of Ubuntu. You ignored. And the family of ECO are very strong. And I can assure you, they can never, never, never support you. You will never see the body of ECL. Not in this life. The family have said they don't want you to be part of the body. Leave them. Stay away. Perry Manda Ubu, yes, thank you. At least I'm more beautiful than your wife. That one I can guarantee. Chipego. If you mean from your name, we know. Chipego. Hiha. We know. We know. When you are here, you come and comment, we know. Okay? Come and comment and disrespect me. Another here came to comment here to say, you have children, 5 kids, different that. Thank you. What about your president? Who is the father? Okay? Who is the mother? You talk about things as if it's not happening to Zambian people. It happens there. Okay? If we start talking about families, is that what politics is about? Have you ever seen me point out how some people are illegitimate children now? Respect Zambian people as they are and stop the dirty nonsensical politics. And that's why UPND must leave in 2026. And I mean it. We cannot have a government like that, full of disrespect. Who would you like to become president amongst the candidates we have in opposition, madam? That's not for me to tell you, but I already know who will be. Because I can tell. Yeehaw. You are coming here, yeehaw. Cannot hear. On my platform, I'm speaking respectfully. You come here and start insulting my family. For what? For what? Have we talked about how the president, where is the president's father? Where is the father? Do we talk about that? It shows how idiots you are. You understand? We respect people as individuals. We don't talk about families. How dare you talk about my family? Idiots. Mwababu hiha. Allah. Chibere shu. Kokwe no ko. Koma kwa tire chibere sh. Not pano. Hiha. Nonsense. Allah. Chibere sh. Anna, thank you so much for watching me. Honestly, Yaluka media. How can somebody be coming here on my page and you're disrespecting my family as if we're talking? If we start counting here, we talk about families. Show us the father of the president. Chapa, period. What is that? You want to talk about families or who was gassing? I don't know. Ask your father. I'm not interested in all those things. I'm interested about the welfare of this man. Which Zambians are you talking about? You're just here. I'm not jealous about anybody. Jealous of who? Of shedding blood? No. I'm not interested in bloodshed. Certainly I don't want to be part of it. Even Potiphar washed his hands. To say, I've washed my hands. I don't want to be part of this. Me too, I've washed my hands. Wamulume, oh yeah, by your name we know. It is you that is foolish. In fact, your entire generation, not me. Somebody says, you help us. You will know by next year who the candidate, or maybe after the burial. Because I don't know when they will now announce that people can start campaigning. But you will see what they'll be doing. Okay? They'll start trying to find cases on the patriotic front. We already have inside information. They'll start finding cases on them so that they'll tell them you don't qualify, you don't qualify. You've got this case and this case. Huh? Honestly, Dubs. Do my girl. Huh? Yeah. When people are dying, I'm jealous. I should be jealous to be part of people who are crying to say they've died. Their families have died, and I'll be jealous here. I wish I was part of. I would never want to be part of any bloodshed. Never to fiakwa. To fiakwa. What? Shame. Somebody, Monga is telling me, come to Zambia, I take you to Wenge, Ule. Ule is your mother and your entire generation. By your name, we know Monga. Imagine, and we know. We know. Oh, now another one with their name. Foolish lady na iwe. Iwa we know go. Ukapena ni mwebo. Anyone who's speaking at Wadipena, it is you who is mad, who cannot see that Zambian people are suffering. In 4 years, you have brought nothing but torment. Gilbert Banda says 2026, he is going. We can't be living like this. He has to go. We stopped giving presidents a chance of 10 years. No. 5 years, you don't deliver, you are out. We don't need you. What are you coming to do for 10 years? You even want to add Bill 7 so you rule for another 7 for who? So we should have you for 11 years. As who? Nobody's interested. Certainly not a government that is recruiting here everywhere. Here, everywhere. Everywhere you guys here. And we're supposed to do what? To be excited about that shit? No. Zambia is for Zambian people. Not rubbish. I'm actually thinking of having another child with you. Morning Star News. Oh yeah, go and look for a candidate somewhere, not me. Idiot. Wabamafi. Are you related to Charity Mundofia? No, I don't know her. People are sending me messages. Do you have hidden agenda towards politics? I'm not interested. I'm certainly not interested in politics. Because even if I came and I stood, I would disappear. In a country where they're kidnapping people, I'm not interested. If we have more than 100 people who are in asylum from the civil service because they refuse to do what they're telling them to do, I can't be part of such a dirty government. Very dirty. Okay? Trade fair kwenu, tabariko. Okay, guys. So that's that. Anyone who is against Lily Mutam's, nothing good. Of course, they'll be against me. I don't give a shit. You come here, you be commenting, insulting me, disrespecting me, I'll give it back to you. Because I certainly do not disrespect anybody in my live stream. You can't come here and disrespect. Why do you keep on fighting government? Nobody's fighting government. Government is an institution which is run by different political parties. At the moment, it's UPND that is messing up. So when UPND leaves, are they still going to be part of government? No. So it's UPND who is a mess. Very confused people. Disorganized people. I said it from the beginning, and I'm saying it now in 2025. 9 months to go. They must go. Kuya bebe. Okay? So guys, see you. I gotta go. But at the end of the day, yeah, people being killed like snakes. Yeah. Are we supposed to be clapping? We should be clapping at all. You know, a lady who enticed grassroots with eggs. Yeah, people were hungry. And HH has never helped them even up to now. They're still hungry. And sending me messages that they want eggs. Okay? He's benefiting himself with his friends. The rich friends. Okay? He doesn't care about the welfare of Zambian people. If he did, he would know that they're suffering. And we certainly wouldn't have 3 hours of load shedding. Is it, how many hours of electricity are you having? 3, 2 in a day. What can you sew in 2 hours? How many hair can you cut? How many dresses can you sew in 3 hours? None. This UPND they are doing, but they are horrible and they must go. They must go. Dr. Edgar Chagwa, rest in peace. Yeah, 5 children, kwenu, by your name we know. If Mashinobubi, get out. They are fighting you because you are very important. Of course, I'm very important. And there are some people you don't sideline. And certainly that was a big mistake. You thought I would be quiet forever. I was waiting. I was waiting for the right time, and this is the right time that God has chosen for me to speak. And I will speak. As long as Dr. Edgar Chagwa is in South Africa, and you continue mistreating the widow, I will speak. Take care, guys. See you on my next video. We're going to be live on TikTok. I will send links on my page. We're trying to push the TikTok agenda because TikTok is better. You know, after we shoot our videos, we do whatever. The videos are put down. You can't see them. But at least you can hear how many Zambians. Yes, my husband is in trouble, Munene, with your horrible name. That's the reason why he is downstairs with the children and my brother having a cup of tea. Okay? Because he is very happy. Unlike you, who thinks talking about family is anything. I thought your big minion was saying that he left the UK. Idiots. Rubbish. Yeah, kuya bebele. Enoch Mukonde. UPND is going. 2026, UPND must go, and Dr. Edgar Chagwa will be laid to rest in South Africa, whether they like it or not. Not even Bomber is going to work. You think you will sue South African government and they'll allow you in their country. It's a very funny thing to even, when I listen to it. It sounds funny, sounds childish. It sounds like you want to take authority over another person's country, trying to make the South African government guilty of diplomatic ties, and it's got nothing to do with that. You're firing, you're suing a government for what? Yes, Irene Chanda, they are hungry people, very hungry. Edin says, HH Park and go, please, we don't need you. He's never even lived in State House, so it will be easy. He just goes. And by the way, his house will belong to the state. Yes, because how can you be using your house for meetings and using it as where you live when you're in government? So maybe he's going to go to his farm. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, guys, see you. We did not remove immunity from ECL. We did not, but you were tormenting his wife. But you were tormenting his children. And you did not use immunity. Kalani chaben kala ndiwe uzankala Jackson Kanyuma. Ade. I used to talk in the PF days. Nobody came to me and talk like this. You are so bitter. You are in government, but you're acting like you're opposition. How bitter can you be? Very bitter people. Mitimesha kose shibi. Allah. Bueno. Go. You 7 down. Go. Cyber. Tukane no kulanga cyber. You talk at cyber. You talk cyber. Allah. Bueno ko. Kuba mtina. Anyway, guys, take care. We're in a democratic country. And at least eventually, if he thinks as they are talking to him, at Wakamleta Mpepi, they will help him. He's setting himself for a trap. He will go to jail. She said, my brother, stay in your corner. UPND government, they are no good people. They're using state machinery to punish people. What is that? What is that? No. We learn through mistakes. Let's just pray for him. Even in 1960, people were complaining. Yeah, Chiluba campaigned how many months? And people voted for him after 27 years. See you guys on my next video. And remember, let's pray for Faith Musonda. She's innocent. Let's find out what happened to Waimi. Let's pray for all the opposition leaders to gather together and God give them peace and Makebi Zulu. And let's also pray for Edgar Chagwa Lungu'S family as they are putting their family to rest. Shindebele Ngulu, you're very, it's you who is bitter. In fact, your government is the most bitter government I've ever seen. All they want to do is to punish anybody who speaks their position about things. You are very bitter people. You are angry. You are wicked. Very wicked people. Very wicked. To fiakwa. Who would want to be part of such wickedness? What position are you promised for Ukuwelepo? Nobody has promised me any position, my dear. And I thought you were mocking Isiel that he's dead. Get out. Anyway, guys, take care. I love you so much. And to my YouTube followers, this video, as I load it right now, I just did a live stream on Facebook, Lily Matams TV. I am planning to do live streams on YouTube as well, so that we could have a live interaction and you can phone in as well. I'm going to announce this week when we can have this live interaction as we wait on the body of Isiel being buried, laid to rest in Zambia. No. In South Africa, according to the family, if HH does not want to stay away and they don't trust him, they're not going to bury in Zambia. Can Tasila be a candidate? I don't know about that. She's mourning her father. She's in South Africa. I don't think she's interested with what even the government is doing. They're just going to place cases on her so that she should not be fit, because they're going to use machinery to infringe people's political rights. So, nah. Nobody's interested in that at the moment. Everyone is just mourning his here and they want to see him to rest. It's sad that you are you're really giving us hope. Thank you so much. Oh, she says it's sad you're going, you're really giving us hope. Oh, don't worry, I'll come back again. Remember, guys, follow on TikTok when I post the link to say this is the link. Join us on TikTok. TikTok is amazing. You're going to, see other views of other people as well. So you understand that it's not only me speaking. It's many Zambians speaking, and some of them are in the diaspora. Some of them have even run away from Zambia, and they are speaking from wherever they are because of the things that are happening in Zambia. So, guys, I love you so much, and know that each time we speak, we're not here to divide anything, but we're just here to let this government realize that the things they were promising the people of Zambia is not what they are doing. And if we keep quiet, it means they'll grow big-headed and they will never realize that they've made a lot of mistakes. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. I have to go to church. I love you. See you in my next live stream. I love you guys.